Hey everybody, it's Tasia. Welcome back to my channel and to a new release video. Seriously guys, this new release video is going to be so long. Look at how many new releases we have. Granted, a lot of them are color schemes. I did the different color schemes in itty bitty and horizontal, and then some kits. So I'm really excited to share these with you. The shop, I'm pre-filming this because the shop is going to be closed from, by the time you're seeing this, we're right about to open or we're opened. But anyways, we're closing Saturday, February 25th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we're going to reopen on Wednesday, March 1st at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so when we reopen on that Wednesday night, Thursday, we are going to have these two exclusive kits available. They're going to be specially priced. I don't have that information with me right now, so definitely check out the shop and you'll be able to find out. But they're going to be cheaper than our normal kits because they are a special and they are going to be limited edition. They are mini kits in the sense that they don't include as many pages as a normal plan with me, but it's enough to do kind of something light and fun. So the first one is this Fiesta kit, and so it comes with 3 pages. You have 7 of these little checklists, and instead of the regular heart checklists, we did avocados and peppers. And then you have these cute little Fiesta type clip art. You could use this maybe for Cinco de Mayo or just a little fiesta that you're having. So we have live every day like it's Taco Tuesday, and then just these cute little items here. And then the next page you have 7 full box checklists, so you have enough to do one a day every day for the week. Some quarter boxes to write on and some more clip art. And then you have some date covers. So you have the date covers for a full week and then enough headers to do 3 a day every day. When I was working on the mini kits, I was thinking, especially if you're using the Erin Condren planner, when you have those 3 headers every day, if you are trying to get kind of like a really seamless look, that's why I included all of the headers. That was a horrible sentence. I left out words, but you know what I mean. So that way, if you have the colorful planner or even the black and gray, you're able to cover all of those colors and it still look whole without being overly done. So that is the Fiesta mini kit, and then this mini kit is one of my favorites. I am really loving these floral elements here. So you have the 7 checklists, so 1 a day every day, weekend banner, and some regular little like little clip arts there. And then you have these really pretty floral items. This one is a full box, but you could put it in the sidebar. And then this one's a full box as well, and just a quick little list. For the boxes, I just left them completely plain, so that way they could be really decorative. You could layer things on them if you wanted to. And then this one you could write on it easily since I left it really blank. So you have that. So you have 7 of those plus this extra one and those quarter boxes. And then the date covers are really pretty. You have, again, those little floral elements, and then the headers, enough to do 3 a day every day for that week. So those are the mini kits. Again, these are going to be limited edition. They're going to be available for a short period of time. Not that they aren't going to come back in full kits. I have yet to decide. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see this as a permanent edition, if you like the idea of mini kits, or if you like the regular Plan With Me kits that usually have about 5 sheets. Anyways, let's get moving on. So again, reopening special, check those out for sure. And then these guys, some of them you might have seen in my Instagram, but I didn't do a video on them, so I thought I would. So we have the sushi guys from the Plan With Me kits. So you have that in regular and itty bitty. So you have all of those there. And then you have these little flames. We had a lot of requests to make the flames for folks who have natural gas to mark their bills. So you have that in regular and itty bitty. And then we have this really fun beach theme. I really like the little animals in the beach theme. They have these cute little sunglasses. You have cooler, sunscreen, beach ball, beach towel, barbecue, sand castle, little floaties. So you have that in regular and itty bitty. Man, I have a lot of like hangnails. Sorry guys. And then the next one is from the Fiesta kit. You have a regular and itty bitty of just the cute little icons. So you have that. Ah. And then we have this fun wine sheet for those of you who like to drink wine. So you have a lot of the bottles and cups together, cups on their own, and then some little fun sayings there on the bottom. So we have that. And then the next one, it's a cruise countdown. So I started at 15 days. So you have a 15-day countdown, and then you have a first day and a last day, and then some to mark in between if you wanted to. So that is the cruise countdown. And then we have the candy sheets in regular and itty bitty. So you have lollipops and suckers and chocolate and gumdrops, all kinds of fun things. These guys are in a Plan With Me kit too, which is somewhere in this stack. Next up are the unicorns. I've had questions on the unicorns, and just to be clear, all of these types of things we draw on our own. We have a small handful of items in the shop that we don't draw, such as these unicorns. So we bought commercial rights to these unicorns, so that's why you might see them floating around in other places. Don't be alarmed, that's okay. So again, these we draw ourselves, so these we did not. But in any case, that doesn't change the fact of how cute they are. So we have all of these single sheets. We have a lot more single sheets than just these ones. But we have this one. It's the chillin' sheet where she's just eating popcorn and playing on her computer. Yoga, grocery shopping, a sick unicorn. So you have that one with the thermometer. Oh, they both have thermometers, but that one's bundled up in a blanket. And then we have cardio, so she's on a treadmill. Strength. Cleaning up, so she's sweeping. Doing dishes. Laundry. And trash. And again, they're all full sheets. They're just one size at the moment, since I didn't buy a license to fulfill enough to do both regular and itty bitty. So that's that. And then we have some school items. And so school items have been heavily requested, so we're working on it right now. We don't have, we have a lot in the shop that is school related. We're adding to it, but I have more on its way. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, we have this one, and this is the Teacher's Basics. I put out a question on my Facebook group, or in my Facebook group, about what kind of stickers teachers use, and holy smokes, the list was so long. I'm gonna have to make like a kit that has all the different things you guys have to do as a teacher. So right now, this is kind of just like the basics, or the kind of the skinnies on it. So we have all of the breaks, so fall, winter, spring, and summer. And then for substitute teachers, report cards, staff meetings, open house, standardized testing, parent-teacher conference, and then a couple early releases and late starts. I want to make full sheets of a few of these. So that's that. It's in regular and itty bitty. And then we have full sheets of homework, so it's in regular and itty bitty. And then full sheets of the lesson planning. I was gonna put lesson planning on the basics, but it's like, you guys I'm assuming lesson planning happens all the time, so it didn't make sense to only put one or two on a sheet. So I made a full sheet, and again, that's regular and itty bitty. And then we have this cute little no school. So we have no school stickers that are just like a flag and it says no school. But this one is just like a cute little classic schoolhouse. So you have regular and itty bitty. And then staff meeting in regular and itty bitty. So you have full sheets of those. And then here comes all the different color schemes. So as you guys know, I have 9 different color schemes. Well, I probably have more than 9, but 9 new color schemes, and they were only available in the regular vertical layout. They are now going to be available in horizontal and itty bitty, and I also made the cloud bubbles in all the different color schemes. So just in case you guys aren't familiar with the color schemes, we have Robin Egg, Spring Pastel, Sunburst, Under the Sea, Blossom, Blush, Mango, Orchid, and Periwinkle. So those are the 9 different colors. When it comes to the vertical layout, we have list headers, weekend banners, full boxes, habit trackers, quarter boxes, blank full boxes, all kinds of things. So the headers, they can work in the horizontal layout, so that's why I'm not going to show them here. But for the horizontal specific, I have the weekend banners, the check flags, and the full boxes. And so the thing with when it comes to horizontal planners and the vertical planners for the Erin Condren specifically is the height of the box. So the height of the box in a horizontal planner is a little shorter versus the vertical, about 0.35 inches or something like that. So that's where the difference is, and of course the orientation of the banner. So this is in the color scheme Blush. Again, we'll just flip through them really quick so you can see. So this is Mango, Orchid, Periwinkle. I really like Periwinkle. It's kind of just like a soft, pretty, pastel-y, purpley. And a lot of these ones I've noticed, they kind of complement each other. Like you could pull some pinks into this one. When I was changing colorways, they all kind of went with each other somewhere, one way or another. Holy moly, I cannot talk. So this is Robin Egg, Spring Pastel. This one's really fun too. This is really that kind of stereotypical spring pastel-y colors, hence the name. Oh my gosh, it's late in the day. Sunburst. This one's a really pretty, vibrant color scheme. Blossom. It's kind of like a muted rainbow. And then Under the Sea. I didn't show you the full sheet of, you get a ton of these page flags, and that's the lists there. And then for the itty bitty, we have, so the list headers are itty bitty, weekend banners, the page flags, you get a ton because they're so tiny. And then when it comes to the lists, so they're still 1.5 inches in width, but they're only 1 inch tall. That way, you can still write. Before I made them really narrow and you could only put like 1 word on there unless you wrote really tiny. So we have these all in itty bitty, these exact 4 stickers here. So I'll go a little quicker through the color scheme since the only thing about the headers, and you could choose to do the regular size headers if you wanted them to fit over these lists, or if you're really short on space, these headers are definitely smaller and they kind of are cute when they're paired with these little page flags. So that's the only thing, is these headers in size reference don't work with these tiny lists, but they work with the page flags and things like that. So just keep that in mind if you are looking at the headers. You may want to go with the regular size if you are doing those tiny boxes. So there is Mango, Blush, Blossom, Under the Sea. Oh my gosh, it's turning into a huge messy pile on the side here. Spring Pastel, and then Sunburst. And so next up we have the candy kit, and so this is in itty bitty. Regular has been posted into the shop, and I'm trying to scan my desk and find the regular size so I can show you a comparison, and I think I buried it. So I'm just gonna show you the itty bitty version. So you get 7 of the page flags, enough headers to do 3 a day every day, enough lists to do 1 a day every day. You have some sidebar options or wherever you want to put them when it comes to the itty bitties. Some of those layouts may not have a sidebar. You have your date covers, some cute little washi strips, and then some blank boxes. So that is the candy kit. And then last but not least, the May kits. I'm really excited about the May kits. I really like the floral. It's the same floral that is in, well, it's kind of the same floral. It's not, it's a different colorway, but the same floral that's in that kit there. So when it comes to the monthly overview, you have your top banners, and then you have these guys here. I personally put these, sometimes I'll put them in the sidebar, sometimes I'll put them throughout the month. For the most part, it's throughout the month, but you could go either way with that. And then you have these headers here, so you have important goals, school, work, and special events. And then you have some general bill due stickers as well. You have the itty bitty celebrate the day, some blank full boxes as as well as some other blank boxes that maybe you could layer on top of here or just use on their own. And then you have the currently sidebar, which is just lets you write down all the things you're currently into. Your date covers, some payday stickers, birthday, appointment, and then the blank clouds. So that is the monthly overview. And then we have the Celebrate the Day in single sheets. So for the Celebrate the Days, we have May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo, National Nurses Day, No Socks Day, Happy Mother's Day, Chocolate Chip Day, No Dirty Dishes, Pick Strawberries Day, Lucky Penny Day, Sunscreen, Memorial Day, and Water a Flower Day. So that is in regular and itty bitty, so you can see it's a big difference between the two. And then next up are the kits. So let me go over the vertical kit. And just know that all of the stickers are the same throughout the kits. It's just the sizes that change. So you get the same amount of headers and all those kinds of things. But everything kind of changes just a smidge. As you can see, the headers are way different when it comes to the regular and itty bitty. So with every kit, you get the Celebrate the Day stickers. And then you have enough headers to do 3 a day every day for the entire month. So you have tons of headers. You have 4 weeks of dinner menu planning, as well as some blank boxes and some clouds and bill due. And then you have all these little page flags. I do this every single time, but I count them out because I always hesitate to say it, but you have enough to do 1 a day every day for the month. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and then 36. So it's always comforting for me to do that, just so I don't say something that isn't true, but enough to do 1 a day every day. And then the full box lists, there aren't enough to do 1 a day every day, but you do get a ton. You get 2 sheets full of the full boxes, and then the last row are these little tiny boxes here. And then you have these fun little quarter boxes that I really like using to kind of write down important things, make them pop. You have your regular type of chores, planning, bills, grocery shopping, lazy days, paydays, all that kind of stuff. And then you have enough hydrate stickers to do 1 a day every day, your weekend banners for every weekend, change bedding, and then some workout style things. So you have your weigh-ins and then your measurements if you do that. And then the next sheet, I really like these types of stickers because it takes away the white space but leaves it completely functional. So it's kind of nice. I put this translucent box on there so you can write on it and everything. It doesn't kind of muddy together. So we have that. And then the date covers for May are these fun little flowers. So that is the May kit. Again, that's in itty bitty, horizontal, and regular. Give you size comparisons again. Let's see. The headers are really good. Make sure you're getting the right size, because they definitely are tiny in comparison. So that is it. We made it. Thank you guys if you've hung in there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy all the new releases. We definitely are working on getting more up. I'm going to be drawing on the airplane and making all kinds of new stuff, so this is not going to be it. But again, we are going to be reopening at the first of the month, so Wednesday night into Thursday. You don't need to worry about limits for these exclusive kits. There won't be any limits on there. If they do for some reason sell out throughout the day, they will be restocked rather quickly, so not to worry about that. But I think that is it. If you haven't already, I would really recommend joining the private Facebook group. You just go onto Facebook, search Sweet Kawaii Design. There's a page and there's a group. Go with you can like both because both of them get different things. But the group, it's private, so you can post things in there and everyone's not going to see what you're doing who's not in the group. And I do special sales in there. Sometimes there's sales in the Facebook group that's not going to be on Instagram. It just all depends. So if you want to be in the loop, I would definitely recommend checking it out. But until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.